In the beginning, there was a free press. Well, not really, but it sounded good. By the end of the millennium, 5 men controlled the world's media, and not one of them could dunk. Yet there was one man who operated outside their control. He and his motley crew were known as the People's Democratic Republic of Television. Their mission? To bring the people the awful truth. Tonight, from somewhere inside the PDR TV, please welcome Michael Moore.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Now, you know, I guess one of the great things I guess we could say about us Americans is that we're individuals, right? I mean, we like to sort of go our own way, and recently in an election here in the United States, in a state called Minnesota, the people really proved that they had a sense of humor by electing a professional wrestler for governor. But there's another state where people who are like individualistic like to go to, and they don't seem to have much of a sense of humor. And when I found out about what was going on out there, it kind of disturbed me. And I want to share with you what I found out.
The American West. From explorers like Lewis and Clark to rugged individuals like General George Custer and the early settlers who pioneered its vast, untamed wilderness. The American West has always been a place you could escape to and just leave it all behind. Yes, the West's wide open spaces, lush valleys, and snow-capped mountains have long been home to loners in our society. And if there's a place to lose yourself in America today, that place is Montana. In the last few years, though, something's happened in Montana. People haven't been going there to lose themselves. They've been going there to lose their minds. There was the Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski, blowing up executives and academics by mail.
Now, authorities are trying to prove suspected Unabomber Ted Kaczynski, a mountain man with an academic resume, managed to elude the FBI for nearly 18 years and conduct a reign of terror while living in this tiny cabin near Lincoln, Montana.
And there was Russell Eugene Weston Jr., the accused Capitol Hill killer, shooting policemen in our most sacred federal building.
Russell Eugene Weston Jr. allegedly opened fire in the Capitol building. 2 police officers are confirmed dead.
And we all remember the Montana Freemen. They tried to secede from the nation by armed insurrection and ended up in an 81-day standoff with federal agents. Yes, at one time or another, all these guys have made Montana their home. It was time for me to saddle up, head west, and see just what the hell was going on in Big Sky Country. How could a place as beautiful as this produce such a bumper crop of weirdos? Maybe some of the locals could fill me in.
You know, I've been a little worried about what's going on here in Montana.
There's kooks in every state, you know, not necessarily just Montana.
Right. Except lately, it just seems that, that the majority of the kooks have been here.
This is the Wild West, and things like that happen.
Back in the late 70s, you knew the Unabomber.
Yes, he was a good friend of mine's neighbor.
Really? And what was he like?
He was just a typical hermit.
Typical hermit? What exactly is typical about a guy who sends letter bombs? People here didn't seem concerned about what was going on around them. What was it about Montana that was pushing people over the edge?
The FBI found bomb making gear at the mountain shack.
In a one-room shack.
One-room shack in the hills of Montana.
Shack in Montana, Kaczynski.
Hey, wait a minute. I mean, the Unabomber lived in a one-room shack.
Kaczynski lived in this tiny cabin for 25 years.
The Freeman militia had a whole mess of shacks. And Russell Weston, the man charged with the Capitol shooting, lived in this shack right here. With nothing more than a manual typewriter to write their manifestos and keep them company, these guys had all gone completely nuts. I mean, I myself go a little crazy at times, but I've never been able to get a news crew to rationalize my actions.
Just because some of the people who commit crimes, such as the one Weston's accused of, choose to live in cabins like this, it's not a reflection on Montana's citizens or its communities.
Then why were its good citizens marketing the new Unabomber line in home design?
What the hell is this? You build one-room cabins called the Unabomber? And why would you call it the Unabomber?
Just a marketing strategy, I guess.
Something about these one-room, shacks, these one-room cabins that I think freak these guys out.
I believe it's more the people that have the problem that become the Unabomber.
So what you're saying is, it's like guns don't kill people, people kill people. This is more like, one-room shacks don't kill people.
Right.
People who live in one-room shacks kill people.
Basically, yeah.
I wish I could help him make the connection. One-room shack plus loner equals death. It was clear what I had to do. Alert the authorities immediately.
Officer, I've noticed that there's a lot of one-room shacks. The Unabomber and that guy that did the Capitol shooting and the Freeman, they all live in these one-room shacks. And I'm wondering if there's anything you could do to come and help me, just to, get rid of some of these shacks.
Well, yeah, that's not the type of work that we do.
Sometimes a citizen has to do the right thing and take the law into their own hands.
Well, if you do it the right way, you're okay.
The right way? Oh, yes. I was going to do it the right way. There were too many shacks for just one man, so I enlisted the help of a local named Grant, who knew just how dangerous the shacks were. Grant really hated shacks. And if there was one thing we both hated more than shacks, it was manual typewriters. No corner of Montana was safe from our shack attack. With our definite air superiority, the shacks didn't stand a chance. I was almost sorry when the last shack fell to our sledgehammers. But our work was done. But wait a minute. Russell Weston and Ted Kaczynski weren't even originally from Montana. They were from Illinois.
Well, as you know, it's that time in the show where each week we want to find out what exactly is the awful truth. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Let's talk about the weather. In Chicago, right, in February, we had a number of 50 and 60 degree days, right? And everybody's like really happy, right? Because everybody's going, oh, it's like so wonderful. It's reasonably mild, right? You know, I'm thinking, there's nothing reasonable about this, folks. It's February. It's Chicago. It's not supposed to be 60 degrees, right? I mean, something's wrong. Why does everybody like celebrate this fact? Oh, I really like the weather. You know, it's like when you go out here tonight at 11 p.m. when the show is over, and if the sun was still up high in the sky, like it was noon, you know, would you be going, hey, I like this, some extra sunlight today, you know? You wouldn't do that, would you? You'd go, holy shit, what's going on? You know, we're out of control, like the earth is spinning and we're on our way to the sun. That would frighten us, right? Here's my theory about this. I think nature is trying to kill us. Seriously, and for good reason, because nature set it up so that we would die in our 40s, right? mean, that's when human beings are supposed to go out in their 40s until this century, and then we figured out a longer way to live through, you know, modern medicine and exercise and aromatherapy. And now we live until we're 80 years old, right? And what do we do during that extra 40 years? Except use a lot of toilet paper and vote Republican. I mean, you know, the first 40 years we're procreating and keeping the species going. The second 40 years, you know, we're just wasting a lot of time. Nature knows it. Nature's pissed off that we are trying to trick nature. I mean, really, and for good reason, because if we don't leave the planet at some point, the species will die off because there won't be enough room for everybody, so it's got to, like, start to kill us. You know, if you eat too much fat, it'll kill you. If you do too much of this, it'll kill you. If you smoke too much, it'll kill you. That'll definitely kill you, right? And yet, who invented tobacco? I didn't invent tobacco. Did you invent tobacco? Who invented tobacco? Nature. That's right, okay? And it did it specifically to us, right? Dogs aren't addicted to nicotine, you know? You never seen a dog walking around with a butt hanging out of its mouth? Well, I mean, a cigarette butt. I mean, right? You know? You never seen a cat trying to bum a Marlboro off you, right? There was, though, an animal that I used to know that really loved to smoke until he lost his job. So please watch.
My name is Joe Camel. And my job used to be making cigarettes look cool to kids all over the world.
It's bad enough they fired me after 20 years as a spokesman for their damn Camel cigarettes. Now they're even painting my face out of their ads. My career is over. My life sucks.
Hi, ma'am. I got laid off a few months ago. You know, I just want to collect unemployment insurance. I'm just like everybody else in here. I just, you know, have come upon hard luck. Ma'am? Oh, do you know if I can get some help maybe around here? Ma'am?
Everybody's talking.
Sexy ladies. They will dance just for you.
Only the echoes of my mind. People stopping, staring. I can't see their faces.
For years, I busted my hump for corporate America, and it all came up a big zero. I'm gonna get wasted.
Another one.
I wasn't always a loser.
I know I'd go from rags to riches if you would only say you care. And though my pocket may be empty, I'd be a millionaire. My clothes may still be torn and tattered, but in my heart I'd be a king. Your love is all that ever matters.
I bet they miss me at the office. Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing? I'm back. Hi.
Hi. Are you allowed here? Do you have permission to be here?
Well, you know, people know me here.
And who are you?
I'm Joe Camel. How's it going? It's Maureen?
Excuse us. Excuse us.
No, I used to work here. Don't you remember? I was
Why
like...
don't you take off the mask?
Can you please,
No, there's no mask. I'm Joe Camel. Don't you remember
can you
me?
come out for a minute, please? I'm sorry,
What's
you
the
have to stay above
problem?
the reception area.
You used to all like me.
I'm sorry, can you please stay over here?
You can't eat the orange and throw away the peel. What's the problem?
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Why?
I would like you to leave.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
I used to be like big here. I mean, I put in 20 years in this company. I really like you guys.
Finally, my luck began to turn. The economy picked up, and I found work in a real growth industry.
That would be terrible.
Whoa! Hey,
What did I tell you? I'm a camel of my word. I really came through. Take a lot. You kids, you know, with your body weight being what they are, you'll get a good buzz off this stuff. Cool. We'll enjoy that. Hope you, you know, have fun with it.
Drink it all down.
Take care. Don't drive after you drink that.
Bye, Joe.
Well, it's time once again for I See Lucy. Now, for the last couple of weeks, we've had a webcam on the apartment of Lucy Ann Goldberg, the book agent for Linda Tripp, and she convinced Linda Tripp to tape record the phone calls of Monica Lewinsky, and that started the whole impeachment mess with Clinton and Ken Starr, all because Lucy Ann Goldberg wanted to take away Monica Lewinsky's right to privacy. Well, we've been violating her privacy for the last couple of weeks with our webcam right across the street from her apartment. There we are. It's a live shot in New York City, and anyone around the world can tune into our website at www.iseelucy.com and see what Lucy is up to and make sure she's not causing any more harm to the country. Still, though, not a lot of action in the Lucy Ann apartment. 3 weeks, I can't get her to come to the window, so earlier this evening I called up Lucy Ann Goldberg, and let's roll that tape right now. I'll show you what happened.
Hello?
Lucy Ann?
Yeah?
Hi, it's Michael Moore. Oh, am I calling too late?
Yeah, Michael, it's after midnight.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, I'm in Chicago. I forgot I'm an hour behind.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hey, Lucy Ann, you got just a second here?
No, I don't.
But wait a minute. I've got a camera outside right now. Have you noticed it?
No.
Are you in your bedroom right now? Could you just come to the window? What time is she going to, I mean, ever since the impeachment, she's just been going to bed earlier. Well, I guess that's a good thing, right? Less mayhem that she's creating, you know, she's not out late at night, you know, trying to muck up the country anymore. Well, I don't know, maybe, let's just watch and see if she's going to come to her bedroom window, actually, because she's probably wondering now. She heard me say I had the camera out there, right? Okay, good, all right. Oh, no, see? She's not even turning on a light. She's probably looking out now, but we're not picking it up. All right, you know what? Okay.
Hello?
Lucy Ann?
Yeah?
It's Michael Moore. Hi.
Yeah, Michael, what are you up to?
Well, do you ever get the feeling like you're being watched?
What?
Yeah, watched.
What are you talking about?
Lucy Ann, hang on. I've got a webcam in the apartment across the street from you.
Right.
And all of the world can see you right now.
If I thought you were really doing this, I would call the cops and the U.S. Air Force.
Hey, let me tell you something, Lucy Ann. We're at the Illinois Institute of Technology where they build smart bombs, all right? So we've got our defenses too, huh?
But, Michael, you left your raincoat when you were here last, and you left a $100 check. What was that for?
So someone's told you this is a comedy show, right? Come on. That's good. No, that's good. This is what I was thinking. I mean, because you encouraged Linda Tripp to take away Monica Lewinsky's right to privacy.
Right.
Right. Something that you're still proud of, right?
Oh, intensely.
Intensely proud of it. Well, our audience here would just like to know, though, you know, don't you have an appreciation for the Fourth Amendment to our Constitution?
Which one is the Fourth Amendment?
There's the problem. There's the problem.
That's the problem. I got to look this stuff up before I go taking privacy away.
Yeah.
Now, where are you doing this show? Someplace out in the flyover?
But listen, seriously though, what we want to know is, do you have any plans in the future to hone in on the conversations of any of our other citizens here?
Well, I just put the tape on here. It's right next to the window.
Oh, so you're taping me right now?
I'm taping you now.
Oh, I like this. So I'm taping you, you're taping me,
It's
taping
magic.
you, taping me.
It's
I like
just,
that.
Welcome to the 21st century, where we're all on record.
All right, well, listen, we're going to have this camera on you until somewhere around the year 2015, all right?
That's very scary.
Well, that's exactly how we feel. And we're very frightened, and we just want to keep an eye on you while you're keeping an eye on us, all right?
Thank you. I need that.
But you won't come over to the window here, will you?
I am. I'm standing in the window. That's how I know you don't know where I live.
Not there, in apartment 6A.
Oh, dear.
Of 2 Street. All right?
Thank you, Michael.
Huh?
Thank you, Michael.
I can bleep that out of the show because I actually do respect your right to privacy.
Well, I think you should, darling, or I'll sue you.
Come on, Lucy. Come on at me. Come on. We had to put up with this now for a year and a half, all right?
Okay,
We can take
well,
it. We
now,
can take you.
move on, as you folks say.
She's got some explaining to do.
Well, you heard that, huh?
He thinks that's the first time anybody has said that to me.
Oh, well, why don't you do some explaining to us?
Well, I've been explaining it for a year now. You guys just don't watch cable crummy TV.
Hey, wait a minute, we're on cable.
Okay.
But seriously, though, I mean, in 25 words or less, how would you explain your actions to the American public and the citizens of the People's Democratic Republic of Television?
I wanted to do it. I did it. It worked. I'm finished.
I think there's one part there that's wrong. It didn't work. He's
We
still
got
the president.
impeached, Michael. Read the paper.
He's still the president. Now, what are you going to move on to? Are you going to still be a book agent?
Yes, I have been for years. I'm going to continue doing that.
Now, Mark Furman was a recent client of yours. Any new clients coming up here?
Well, I don't think I want to tell your enormous audience about them.
Mm-hmm. Well, then we'll just have to keep the camera on your apartment to see who's going in there as your new client. So.
You do that. It makes me feel wanted, Michael.
Well, that's the kind of guy I am. Right, folks, huh? All right. Okay. Lucy?
Yes?
Stick your head out the window 6-7 times a day because all the world's going to be watching, okay?
Oh, I am thrilled.
All right. Thank you very much.
Wanted.
Thank you, Lucy Ann. Thank you
Bye.
very much. Goodbye. Even long after this show goes off the air, do I have your commitment as citizens of the People's Democratic Republic of Television that you will log on to the internet at www.iclucy.com and keep an eye on this woman so we never have to go through this again? Do this for me as a good citizen of the PDR TV and of the United States of America. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Thank you very much.
This country was founded on one-room shacks.
Yeah, but I know
Homesteads.
it was a good thing at one time. I'm just saying, look what it's become.
You were probably a good thing at one time, too.
Well, that's what my mother would say.
Hit the road, Jack.
Sorry, man.
You guys better just take a hike down the road and remove those cameras before somebody ends up eating them. Make sure you get this on TV.
We can put it on TV.
You bet. Make sure
Okay.
you put it on.
All right.